Gary, sorry, Heather, I jumped over you.
Nothing this evening, thank you.
Carried. Yes, I'd like to ask the board to authorize the authorization of the trash contract to advertise for bids. We would, the specs are essentially completed, they've been reviewed by the law office, and we've got their comments. We anticipate we'll have them done before the next board meeting.
You've talked to Heather, right, about the other issue?
I've talked to Heather on that, that is taken care of. And Anita is working on getting us the figures for the units, and that's the last
We need the hard numbers.
hard numbers, and we'd like to set a tentative bid date of March 13th. If it's okay with Tracy, 11 a.m.?
Motion to approve.
Second.
Mr. Conway?
Yes.
Ms. Tarwacki?
I'd like to ask a question. Do you anticipate those numbers to come in close to what the current provider is requesting of an increase? And that is their, the reason why he does no longer wish to abide by the current contract? Do you expect it to come in that way? Was that a roundabout question?
Let me tell you what we found, okay? Based on the bids that were received on other projects that we've done, the Southern Onondaga County Trash District in DeWitt, I believe what we told the board at the time you approved that change order, that the amount requested by your contractor for the change order was more than in line with what they've seen. I mean, if you look back to 2004, and the bids we've recently received, they're probably between, I had the numbers with me before, I think it was like 60 or 70% higher.
60 to 70.
60 to 70% higher than before. So I guess the best way I'd like to answer your question is, that's what the most recent bids have been compared to their period in time. So at this point in time, I would say that that's probably in that order. Now, having said that, we've also changed this contract a little bit by putting a fuel escalation clause in there, which we had done on some of the other contracts. Whether that'll help a little bit on that, hopefully that'll help a little bit, because
So
the
that-
contractor's taking a little bit less risk.
Okay, but then the people who are paying, trash fees are kind of left unable to know exactly what's gonna hit them. Because if the price of gas goes down, well, then that's all well and good for everybody concerned, if the price of gas goes up.
But if you think about it,
It's
that's
an
no different
escalating
than if you
fee.
went out privately. In other words, if memory serves me well, the residents were paying, let's say, $200 a year back in the time we did this in 2004.
Right.
And I believe bringing this in with the brush was somewhere in the $125 a year. So even if you increased it, it's probably still gonna be less than what they were paying back then. But more importantly, if they were doing it now privately, it's like anything else, you're gonna face that same cost. Gas has gone from $1 or $1.50 back then to
I know
whatever it may be now, so
That's real.
regardless
that's
of how you
realistic.
do it.
I know, that's real, I understand that's realistic. It's just that I guess I'm feeling empathy for, the people are gonna get hit with a new charge that's gonna be kind of, hard to take. It's hard to take for their own, when they go and put gas in their car too, but.
Yeah, it really is, it's no different, it's all your goods and services that are affected
Yeah,
by that cost are gonna be hit by everybody.
right, but I'm wondering if we could take the proactive, responsible thing is that sometime, I know we were gonna end up doing this sometime in June. This was gonna be final. Like the current contractor would be done sometime in June, so we're taking the bid for a new contractor to start in June. And at some point in time, April, May, we should make it known that, do a little PR on it. So it doesn't come around and, shock people all at once about how it's going to
Certainly
happen.
you'll be able to evaluate the effect after you take bids in March, and we have a chance to evaluate the contract.
Even if it doubled, Charlotte, it'd still be cheaper than I was paying prior to 2002. I was paying $350 and some odd cents just for my house. It dropped down to 125 it's up to 140 now, and it's probably gonna jump up to whatever it's gonna be, whatever the number is. It's still cheaper
Okay,
in the long
yeah,
run.
I know,
I don't like it any more than anybody else, but
I know, but I'm
it's
just,
unfortunate.
I
You
was
wanna
just.
put a positive spin on it.
Yeah, I just wanted to have the opportunity maybe to let it be known this is gonna happen, you know, so people aren't hit with it all at once. A lot of people are retired and this is an extra expense that's gonna, cause them to have to readjust their budgets.
It's unfortunate, there's people out there in that business, in the petroleum business, and
Yeah, they're the
just-
only ones making a
they're
profit
only
in
ones
this
that, they're not
country.
making a profit, they're making a killing.
A killer, I agree, you're right.
And anytime you take bids, it's a gamble. I mean, it depends on the number of bidders you get and how aggressive the market is.
And I think people
But
are,
you have to, the contract's up, there's not a. there's
people
not
are
a
getting
choice.
hammered not only with this, they're getting hammered at the grocery store.
Everywhere.
I know.
Hammered everywhere, so it's not like it's gonna be a surprise to them if things
No.
don't go up.
No,
It's
but
unfortunate.
I think we should do a little information beforehand.
Chester, you ought to forget about selling pumpkins and going to corn or something.
That's a no.
I thought of that.
Or wheat.
That's it.